Before going to the video, don't forget to smack the subscribe button like how it is done here. Top 8 new manhwas you should read in July. I know you are the crazy betas fan of the Korean manhwas, which always annoys you with the cliffhanger with its amazing plot in the story. Then you have to wait for a week to get just a new chapter. Well, we are here to give you some new manhwa recommendations which have been recently released and are getting so much popularity on the internet. It will be a great time to read these manhwas this month. Number 1. Hero has returned. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 11. Genre, action, fantasy, isekai, tragedy. Description, Kim Min-soo, a hero who saved another world with the single thought of returning home. He saved the world, but couldn't save himself, and decided to destroy the world. This story is about the last moments of the heroes, a cold reality with no happy ending. This is the recent new manhwa which started on June 7th. You will get confused about who is the main character because the story, or heroes, are all the same. Even though they act as a villain after their tragedy, you will still feel sad when they die. This is a unique manhwa with a new concept about showing there is no villain. Instead, they are creative. Number 2. Return of the 8th Class Magician. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 23. Genre, action, adventure, fantasy, reincarnation. Description. It's been many years since I've bloodied my hands to the United Empire and its emperor, Ragnar. I wanted to return to my hometown and live a quiet life as if to repent for my sins. However, you are a great 8th class magician who can overthrow me and the empire at any time. How could I let a monster like you stay alive? After being betrayed on the verge of death by Ragnar, who poisoned me, and was my friend as well as my emperor, I had to stab myself in my heart with a dagger that had time magic applied to it. The redemption I want is to put everything back to its place. This manhwa clearly shows the revenge and also tragedy as he got killed by the king of an empire while he helped the king to fulfill his every wish and fight against evil lord, but the king was selfish plus afraid that his follower might turn back on him. So he poisoned and killed the main character, but with the help of ancient books which he found in ruins, he managed to go back in time and restart his life. He planned to fix his mistake and the people he had killed, also for his friend, his family who died because of him. This is a very interesting manhwa, because you will be seeing the younger age of the main character now, but it has the capacity of being long manhwa. Number 3. The Dark Magician Transmigrates after 66,666 years. Status, ongoing. Chapters 8. Genre, action, fantasy, magic, reincarnation. Description, Diablo Volpir, a mighty magician, was sealed for eons due to the schemes of the 12 gods. But 66,666 years have passed since then, and he descends to Earth once again. For this manhwa, starting part is very good and gives you excitement, which makes you want to read more chapters. A powerful 8th circle wizard fighting against God who ruled over the world. The name of religion. They are like making religion aka organization to control people, and the main character is against it because of the god schemes, cause he became very powerful who is just a human. Somehow he lost the battle, but got a chance to reincarnate into another body of a noble kid from some region. The main character doesn't act foolish but acts very seriously, and he will be the perfect main character with a good personality. Number 4. Reincarnation of the Suicidal Battle God. Status, ongoing. Chapters 8. Genre, action, adventure, fantasy, reincarnation. Description, a time travel action fantasy of the strongest of mankind. Even if the disgusting gods gave me this chance, an opportunity is still an opportunity. Since they want to end up dead, I will kill them. The last survivor of mankind, Zephyr. The fight with the demons ended in defeat, and the gods gave him a chance to go back 10 years in time. The demons who took everything away from humans, and the gods who treated humans as beings for sightseeing. This time, I will tear them to pieces. As you can see in the description before, this manhwa is similar to the manhwa before, because the religion and gods are added, which shows the gods are using human beings for entertainment. Human war, pain, sorrow is a part of their pleasure. So they even provide power to the human beings to fight against the demons, which are intensely put down by demon gods, and to watch the show. The main character failed to kill the demon god, but the other gods got excited and gave him a second chance to show similar entertainment to the gods. But I bet this won't happen this time. You think so? Number 5. Reformation of the Deadbeat Noble. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 11. Genre, action, adventure, martial arts, fantasy. Description: Irene Pereira is a boy who sleeps to run away from reality. People mock him, calling him a deadbeat, but he had no wish to change. Until one day, he dreamt of a swordsman. It was a dream about a talentless man who had been training by swinging his sword for decades. This manhwa is interesting, although its art quality is slightly off compared to the other manhwas. In some parts you might get annoyed because of this weak personality and weak body, but through the help of the swordsman in this dream, he will start to rise up. As there are not many chapters released, and he is currently busy in the selection process in the academy, but the story has good potential. Number 6. Seoul Station Druid. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 10. Genre, action, adventure, fantasy, isekai, sci-fi. Description: Park Seo returned to Earth after disappearing to another world for 1,000 years. During that time, Earth had changed into a world of the survival of the fittest thanks to the appearance of monsters. Druid, the king of the animals, who had managed to survive for 1,000 years, is now off to conquer the world. Well, this manhwa is similar to solo leveling, as the world is also similar. Because after the great disaster event, multiple portals start to appear all around the world, and various types of monsters start to appear through that portal and start attacking the people. And at the same time, the portals also took people to another world and returned to Earth, which led them to awaken their power. As MC is also returned to Earth, who spent 1,000 years in another prehistoric era world, he became an awakener, even though the main character has a system in which he can check his status, yet notified for improvement in his body. Isn't that great? Number 7. Metro Hunter. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 8. Genre, action, fantasy. Description: the capital of Korea, Seoul. All over the subway, monsters of unknown origin started appearing. But don't worry, because, in this nightmare-like crisis, there are saviors who will protect you. We call them the Metro Hunters. This manhwa is similar to a hunter where monsters keep on appearing in the subway out of nowhere, and every problem has its solution, which means there is a person called Metro Hunter who hunts these monsters and earns a living. They have a guild system and whole organization and system. Plus they are categorized into ranks like bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and mithril. ASDMC is a middle-aged man who looks like he had a full experience with hunting monsters. He mostly engaged in the serious subway where big monsters seems to have appeared. He mostly carries a huge longsword and uses it to fight against the monster. There is even a fight between the hunters. Number 8. Return of the Manhwa Sect. Status, ongoing. Chapters, 21. Genre, reincarnation, action, martial arts. Description: Jongmyeong, the 13th disciple of the Manhwa Sect, one of the 3 great swordsmen, Plum Blossom's word saint, defeated Chunma, who has brought destruction and disarray onto the world. After the battle, he breathed Eshi's last breath on top of the headquarters mountain of the heavenly demon Sect. He is reborn after 100 years in the body of a child. What? The Manhwa Sect has fallen? What kind of nonsense is that? Well, if you are interested in the manhwa where MC is reincarnated and ready to raise his fallen sect after 100 years, this is the perfect manhwa for you. He will train the disciple of that sect, even indirectly give rewards and techniques to the sect leader and the teachers so they can improve themselves and become stronger for the sect. In some way, MC is funny, but at the same time, he is ruthless when it comes to battle. Although his age is just 12, he is more capable of defeating elite martial artists. So, these are the list of top 8 new manhwas you should read this July. Plus, if you are a great fan of action, martial arts, then don't miss these manhwas, it will be worth your time.